Hey, it's Bina. Have you ever guys ever wished that you could go back in time before you were an adult? To be able to go back in time and tell your younger self, stop growing up too fast. I do. The act of adulting is not the best idea ever. Ever since I was younger, I always wish to grow up. I always wish I can't wait to grow up and do this, to do that, to be able to have my own freedom, all that stuff, so I can move out. Those were my thoughts when I was little. I can't wait to grow up. But now, after getting a little sip of the adult life, I suddenly want to go back. I want to go back to kindergarten. I want to go back to first grade. I want to go back to middle school. I grew up watching movies and TV shows that always romanticize the aspect of growing up. Like when I was in middle school, I would watch movies of high school. And through those movies or TV shows, it shows how great it is to be in high school, to be a teenager, all that stuff. So as a middle schooler, watching these TV shows and movies tell me how great it is to be a high school student, I started hoping to grow up faster so I can be in high school, you know? So I had a big hope that things would get better once I get in high school, because that's what the movie showed me, that's what the show showed me, that things would just magically get better. But as we all should know, that isn't true. Things just doesn't get better. You have to make it better yourself. You can't suddenly become happy. That's one of the hard truths you have to learn while you're becoming an adult. Things are not always gonna go your way. One thing people don't realize about being an adult is the bills you have to pay. The clothes, buying your own clothes, preparing your own food, looking after your finances, to making sure you don't spend too much of your income, to making sure you have enough left over to pay your bills. Back to the bills. That's something that's very common in the adult life. Bills, bills, bills. There's always gonna be bills to pay. And the thing is, when you're in school, most people are gonna be like, you have enough time. You have enough time to think about what you wanna do. You have enough time. You're gonna hear that a lot from a lot of adults in your high school. You have enough time. Which, in that perspective, they think you do. But really, you really don't. Because in school, they did not teach you anything about the real life, how to take care of yourself. The only thing they teach you is book work, just book work. You know? History of president from the 1900s. Like, how is that more important than knowing my taxes, knowing how I pay my bills? You know? How does income work? You know, how to finance my money, you know, all that stuff. Oh, credit cards. How do credit cards work? You have to learn how do those work, you know. Is what credit cards is best for me? Credit score. You have to learn about your credit score. All that stuff that we should have, so you would think we would need, because it's gonna be a current reality. But rather than that, we're learning about freaking president from the 1900s. Not saying they're not important, but having to have history class every single year is not something I think is that important. Middle school, you had it, that should have been enough. I don't know why they continue to put it as something that you need in high school. You already learned about it in middle school. Why do you need to learn about it again in high school? It's just, there's some things that high school just relearn, reteach, you know? I do at middle school too. It's just, they don't teach you what you need to know. And the thing is, even if you go to college and stuff like that, even they are lacking in the education system. Even they, even though you pay tons of money, even they are sometimes lacking. Adulting is hard. If you're 12, enjoy it. Enjoy it, go out, have fun, all that stuff. Do not dream of being, I'm 23, do not dream of being, oh, I can't wait. So don't be watching those High School Musicals. High School Musical put a fake, even though it's my favorite movie series, it gives me a false hope for the future. It made it seem easy. Anyway, yeah, just remember the movies and TV shows you watch are not always fictional. They might have aspects of them that are true, but they are fictional. I always be hearing people in their 40s or 50s having midlife crisis. There's a early 20 midlife crisis as well. I believe there's a early midlife crisis around the 20s as well, because life completely changed after graduating, whether it's from high school or college. It could or college, because some people just go from high school straight to college, so they don't really have the experience of living by themselves. That's all I wanted to warn you about, you know. And then if you are in my age, in my bracket, 23, 20s, just know you can do it, okay? You can do it. You're doing just fine. Remember, you're doing just fine. You're going at your own pace. Just because your friends or somebody you look up to and they're the same age as you have accomplished more than you have, doesn't mean what the things that you have accomplished is any little than of theirs. Meaning, the things you have accomplished seem small, but seem like a dream for others at the same age as you. Like, for example, you're 20 and you got a driving license. You don't see it as a big accomplishment. But me, being in my 23s, just failed my driving road test. I am very envious of your driving license right now, because I wish I had that, you know? And I'm 23, so I'm looking at you 20, you already had your driving license. So yeah, just focus on yourself, you know? Everybody has their own steps. Some people take longer. Some people goes faster. It's all about your pace. Just focus on your pace. Don't look at other people's pace, or else you're gonna fall into a depression. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.